Hey, it's MIB here, and people often ask me for advice on collecting. One of the first things I tell them is that if they ever see something they're interested on eBay that's shipping from Japan, check Buy next. Because it's still happening. I still see the same seller in Japan listing the same item on Japanese sites as they do on eBay, often for profoundly less. Combine that savings with any coupon buy you might have at that time, and you can wind up paying much less than what the eBay asking price was. I've done it many times. Don't just check eBay, check Buy. MIB viewers that sign up for Buy get a coupon for about $20 off their first purchase. Link in the description. Have you ever watched a Godzilla movie and thought, I could make a better movie than that? Well, now you can put your money where your mouth is, tough guy. In 1998, Premier Systems developed an interactive video game called Godzilla Movie Studio Tour, where you, yes, you boss, would have access to raw Godzilla assets to make your own goddamn Godzilla movie. The game was distributed by Toho in both America with an English version, and Japan, who got a little bit of extra stuff. Godzilla Movie Studio was playable on Macintosh and Windows 95. Forget Disney's Hollywood Studios, forget Universal Studios, we're going to Godzilla Movie Studios. Starts with Godzilla and the biggest clapboard ever. Just another actor who thinks they're a director, I guess.
Welcome to our Godzilla Movie Studio. Godzilla Movie Studio is the theme park of Godzilla.
So the text says Toho Studios, but the voiceover is presenting this futuristic, theme park-esque studio as Godzilla Movie Studio. It's got a map, just like any theme park, and it also has centerpieces in the form of giant Godzilla and Mothra statues. Well, I'm hyped. This is gonna be the greatest movie studio tour since I stayed in the castle where Taylor Swift shot her music video for Blank Space. That is very, very true. What is this vehicle? Is it canon? I want a toy of it. So, everyone on a tour gets a personalized hover car with an AI system that looks like the alien Klaatu. Alright, we're starting our ride into the Godzilla Movie Studio, and I think the stuff I just smoked is kicking in because... Whoa! Wow, I'm here. Can I click anything? No, I gotta wait for this 70s theme song to end. Alright, now we're in business. Now, why can't I just walk around the studio? Maybe it's all radioactive. Our first stop is the film studio to make a Godzilla movie. Klaatu explains that I need to choose from one of the 3 movie titles: Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, vs. Mothra, or vs. Space Godzilla. We'll do Mothra. And here's how it works. Basically, you get rows of scenes, and for each scene, you choose from one of 3 clips. So I guess I'll open on the island, and the next shot will be the island again. You can't have too many establishing shots. I'm already bored picking scenes. You're not gonna build a narrative here. You're basically creating a scattered montage of clips. You can try to assign an actual order of action, but why do that when I can play with my toys instead and make them do whatever? I wasn't expecting to make a toast tonight. I usually don't get invited to weddings. But I just want to say that, true love... Clicking to the left or right brings you some quick behind-the-scenes clips from various Godzilla movies, all using the same 5-second loop of room tone. That's maddening. Our next stop is going to be the sound studio. Maybe it'll be more fun to play with a soundboard of roars or something. So you select a movie from the selector. Wait, this isn't the movie I just made. I thought I was adding sound to my own movie. Alright, just hit random sounds. What is this, a cowbell? Did a dude just throw up somewhere? These sounds don't match at all. What is this, a Criterion release? Hey! Screw all this, we're going to the publicity department. Advertising and promotions is something I know a little something about. Your mission is to create a poster for a new Godzilla movie premiering in the year 2XXX. That could be any year in the rest of our lives! Look at these background options. This one looks like it came right from Godzilla vs. Hedorah. So you can just drop some Godzilla cutouts. Can't resize them or turn them or anything. And the other monster here is Bagan. Bagan is a kaiju who, before this, only officially appeared in Super Godzilla on the Super Nintendo in 1993. And he has a long history of almost appearing in Godzilla and Mothra movies. So his appearance here is kind of a big deal. But not a lot of people talking about Dogalas, another super obscure monster here. It looks like he just flew in from Contra. Alright, let's look at our movie title options. Battle of Three Monsters. Boring. Godzilla vs. Dogalas. What kind of terrible titling is this? All of these look terrible. If we quickly jump to the Japanese version of this game, where the titles are written out in Japanese characters, just look at how much more epic they all look. Alright, my poster is done. It looks pretty bad, but it's still better than the poster art for No Way Home. Hey! Over here we can use the Skywalk. Guess that makes me a Skywalker too, huh, Ray? This is just a little 3D zip around the perimeter of the park. Doesn't really reveal anything besides new angles. Here's a kid's shop, but we're gonna circle back to that later. Alright, let's head to the theater and watch my masterpiece that I did not mix sound on or make a poster for. Ha! Imagine. Oh god, this is awful. Oh, what was I thinking with that choice? Oh my god, I'm never gonna work in this town again. This is amateur hour. Oh, I can't watch another second. Oh, I'm ruined. Oh, they love it. They love me. After making a hit movie, I love a trip to the library. And here's a gallery of Godzilla movie posters, including from the Heisei era. Remember, this disc came out in 1998. Some of these movies were only that year becoming available in America. There's also a generous amount of clips from each movie, focusing mostly on the visually appealing scenes. Now, why can't I just string these 5 clips together and call it a movie? The 3-frame gimmick here gets annoying the more you watch. Now I gotta drive my car around this fancy museum, hope I don't smash into a Mona Lisa. What is that? Is that a ghost of Godzilla? Maybe if I look closely I... Ah! The light. It's Rainbow Godzilla. So for each monster, you get a little biography. You get some stills, some roar files. There are a lot of monsters. 2 floors worth. Again, this is a pretty cool thing to have in 1998. Why is it that the movie-making part of this game is the worst and least interesting part of this game? As you can see, my only options here are visiting the museum or the library. But in the Japanese version of this game, you can visit this Shinto shrine. And there, you can receive a fortune from Godzilla. It probably says, "I'm gonna step on you later, because I'm Godzilla." There's a shop that has some cool things you could actually print out, like storyboard art or concept art. I wish the game would let me get a closer look without yelling at me for not having a 1995 Epson printer installed. There's also things like letterheads and cards, all sorts of free Godzilla printables. The whole shop is free. Klaatu hooked us up. So yeah, there's another shop, and it's the same idea, lots of free things to print. But this one's designated as the kids shop, in case you couldn't tell everything is jiggling. This art is seriously the most interesting thing on this entire disc for me. When you're all done, you could just leave the park. And you get some end credits, and then the game just dumps you back in your boring life. In 1996, there was a Windows 95 Simpsons game called Cartoon Studio, where you can make your own Simpsons cartoon. But you didn't just edit clips of the show together, you actually could choose scenes and manipulate the characters.
Look at me! I'm a birdie!
It was a lot of fun. I kinda wish the movie studio part of Godzilla Movie Studio Tour was more like this. Still, for what it is, it's got a pretty cool library of stuff for a world that was still largely offline. To get a disc with this data officially released in America was kind of a big deal, so I'll give it that. But as a game, it's awful. It's just awful. 2 stars! So that's the story of Godzilla Movie Studio Tour, a game probably most notable for its poster section, an obscure kaiju that I can make dance around.